I've been thinking about DOA Quest, which is really weird to say. Yeah, I've been thinking about DOA Quest because remember last week I did the Raidu mission, the one where you had to beat the 4 ninjas as Raidu without getting hit, like that challenge mission, whatever. You know, thinking back on it, and especially while I was editing the video for YouTube, I had some time to think about it, and DOA Quest is probably, how should I put this? Like, DOA Quest is probably the most, like, it had the most potential of any game mode, I feel, for DOA6. I think if they would have done more stuff like the Raidu mission, this could actually be like a genuinely fun single player mode. Like if you think about how it's structured, right? You have all these missions, you can beat them normally, and then there's like 3 optional objectives, right? And the way it currently is boring, right? Every mission is like, defeat the boss with a break blow, clear the quest without losing any rounds. Like, those are really basic things, really, right? They don't really change the game all that much. And I think what they could have done, like the potential of what they could have done, and which is basically with the Raidu mission, is the only mission they actually do it. You can create like settings to make it a different game in a way, which for single player content I think is cool, you know, because thinking about it, it kind of reminded me of the towers in Mortal Kombat. You know how in the towers there's like shit, you know, like, oh, there's like a friend of the enemy who's throwing shit at you while the match is going on, or, you know, random meteors are crashing down during the match. Like all this wacky stuff that completely changes how you play. I feel this mode could have really tapped into that part of fighting games rather than, you know, whatever it is now. Or like, you remember in Soul Calibur, there used to be like missions where the stage was ice, but that game has ring out, so that's like an extra level of the ice stuff. But you know, can you imagine like, oh, here's a mission, complete it. You open the mission, oh, the floor is all ice, or, you know, the entire floor is firecrackers, shit like that. And then bonus objective, don't let the opponent hit the firecrackers. Like, beat them, the entire floor is firecrackers, beat them without them ever hitting the firecrackers. Like, imagine shit like that. That would be so cool. Yeah, this mode has so much missed potential. It's crazy if you think about it. They could have done so much more. Like, that's kind of the story of DOA6, right? They could have done so much more. That's just DOA6, man. I don't know, it was a combination of, you know, the Raidu mission being the only fun I've ever had with this mode. Plus, in general, I've been seeing a conversation in the FGC once again that, you know, companies seem to be ignoring single player in fighting games altogether. Which I think is a, you know, kind of a worrying trend. I feel single player content is so underrated right now. There's such a, you know, everything needs to be esports, needs to be, you know, battle passes, seasons, whatever, right? While just, you know, like imagine if DOA Quest had all these kinds of fun quests, you know? Oh, you're in the pirate boat with all the explosions and you can't hit your opponent. 0 damage, except if you push him an explosive. And like weird shit like that. And imagine if there's actual good rewards, because that's another thing the quest mode kind of fucked up. There's really no reason to play it, especially now. At launch, you had a reason. It was the fastest way to unlock costumes, so you were basically forced to play it. Nobody played DOA Quest for fun. Everyone played it because you wanted costume tickets as fast as possible. So, you know, they should have just made some kind of system where, you know, you could trade player coins for costume tickets, you know. Make sure you control the economy in the game a little bit more, because now, you know, with the way it works now, you could just buy everything probably, or make it so expensive that it doesn't matter. But yeah, this could have made the game actually worth playing single player. If they actually fleshed it out as a mode where, you know, like there's fun shit to do, the rewards matter, you know, maybe like some kind of rotating daily missions, you know, like, oh, every day there's the daily mission, which is, you know, like a difficult challenge, and then you unlock extra coins or whatever. Or maybe you don't earn coins by playing normally, only through quest mode, and then make it like a cool single player thing. That would be nice. There's so much, you know. But yeah, fighting games, why don't they do it anymore? Is the allure of esports and seasons so big? I don't know. I miss single player content. I was recently, because of the whole discussion in FGC about single player content, I was thinking about Tekken 6. You know? Like how Tekken 6 had scenario mode, which at the time everyone hated. Looking back on it now, that mode was genius level, right? It was Tekken Force, basically, you know, all kinds of different missions. They put the story mode in there, who cares, right? But it was Tekken Force, but you also had gear drops. So you could unlock new gear that you equipped for stats. You had different stats, right? More damage, more health, more whatever, right? But the gear drops were also the customization pieces. So if you played the single player mode, you were on top of getting better gear to get further along in the single player mode and having fun, right? On top of that, you were unlocking custom pieces for your character to like go into the wardrobe and go online with your custom outfit. So to me, that was like perfect. I played it a lot. And you know, back then people hated it. Thinking back on it now, I would kill for something like that in DOA. Holy moly. But yeah, it's rough, man. Thinking about all that stuff, quest mode really has like the blueprint of, you can just see potential and it's just not there. Not a single mission other than the Raidu one is even remotely interesting. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Granblue had a fun little RPG mode with boss battles. Yeah, and that's sick though, right? That's cool. I think shit like that is cool. It doesn't even have to be the fighting game. Like I said, if it's a Tekken Force or, you know, fuck, even if there were, you know, DOA volleyball mini games as single player to unlock stuff, even that would be better than quest mode, right? Dude, unlocking shit at launch was so brutal, and I kind of wish they never changed it. It was so brutal. The only thing I wish they changed was if you play a character, you get costume tickets for that specific character. But I liked that you actually had to wait, that you actually had to play and keep playing and then pick and choose the costumes you unlock.